If you need space, power, and comfort all in one package, you're in the right place. Today, we're counting down the 12 best 8-seater SUVs for 2025, perfect for big families, road trips, and anyone who needs extra room without sacrificing style and performance. From luxurious full-size SUVs packed with premium features to rugged options built for adventure, these vehicles offer the perfect mix of technology, safety, and practicality. So, whether you're looking for high-end luxury, fuel efficiency, or serious towing capability, stick around as we break down the top 8-seater SUVs of 2025. So, this is Parth, and you are watching MotorNation. So, taking the 12th place is the 2025 Land Rover Defender. This generation of Land Rover Defender SUV exists at the intersection of the form follows function ethos of the rugged original models and the luxury at nearly any cost, whilst retaining genuine off-road chops, agenda of the current Range Rover lineup. In short, not only is the Defender a natural in the rough, keeping pace with truckish rivals, but its on-road manners and well-curated interior keep things civilized when you leave the trail behind. Offered in numerous trims, the 2025 lineup is joined by the new range-topping Octa model featuring a twin-turbo V8, an advanced suspension, and an even more luxurious interior. The quartet of available powertrains and 3 body styles enhance its versatility quotient. The two-door Defender 90 model is the purest of the bunch, while the 130's extended wheelbase and third-row seating make it the choice for people and gear hauling. Between them is the 110, which offers the 90's cool factor with the functional practicality of a 4-door layout. Regardless of which Defender best suits your needs, you'll find that Rover has pulled off a successful reinvention of this off-road icon, blending modern conveniences into a classic, instantly recognizable profile. According to the requirement of an 8-seater, one must opt for the trims from Defender 130. The price of the 2025 Land Rover Defender starts at $58,525 and goes up to $169,425, depending on the trim and options. Talking particularly about the 130 trims, it starts from $71,325 and goes up to $120,525. Coming on to the 11th spot is the 2025 Toyota Highlander. Comfort, efficiency, and safety are key selling points for any family-focused 3-row SUV, and the 2025 Toyota Highlander easily checks those boxes, bolstered by the brand's rep for reliability. The problem for the Highlander is that more than a few mid-size 3-row SUVs also deliver on those points and gain advantages elsewhere. While the Highlander gets most of the basics right, its tight kids-only 3rd row and smallish cargo capacity, combined with a mundane driving experience, have us recommending the alternatives. The price of the 2025 Toyota Highlander starts at $40,970 and goes up to $53,375, depending on the trim and options. Next up on the 10th place is the 2025 Lincoln Navigator. The Lincoln Navigator has stayed the course for over 25 years, dutifully providing full-size SUV luxury and notable towing power. With room for up to 8 passengers and available with 2 wheelbases, the longer version increases cargo room, its natural competitors. But the big Lincoln focuses on luxury first and foremost, rather than any overt sportiness or off-road pretension. That's not a dig, as the leather-lined interior has standard heated, ventilated, and massaging front seats. Its dashboard also adopts a dazzling 48-inch panoramic screen that features a rejuvenate mode to help rich people take the edge off after a long day of doing rich people stuff. Blue Cruise hands-free driving is also part of the package and adds another level of stress management. A 440 horsepower twin-turbocharged V6 and standard all-wheel drive are on tap to swiftly move this massive SUV, which can tow up to 8,700 pounds. Towing is made easier with the standard Pro trailer backup and hitch assist that help take the hassle out of putting your trailer precisely where you want. If your crew has a taste for the finer things and you've got the means to buy and fuel one, the Navigator will ensure you arrive pampered, whatever the destination. The price of the 2025 Lincoln Navigator and Navigator L starts at $101,990 and goes up to $121,485, depending on the trim and options. Taking the 9th position is the 2025 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. With the Grand Wagoneer, Jeep has an upscale, full-size SUV that packs almost every imaginable tech and luxury feature into its giant interior. The standard Grand is plenty huge, but those buyers wanting even more cargo room can opt for the Grand Wagoneer L, which adds a full foot of length and an additional 16 cubic feet of space for gear and back. Max occupancy is 8 when optioned with a second-row bench. Otherwise, with captain's chairs in row 2, there's room for 7, and even the way back is roomy enough for full-size humans. Power comes from a 540 horsepower version of the corporate Hurricane twin-turbo inline-6, up 30 horsepower from last year. 4-wheel drive with a 2-speed transfer case is standard, in case you want to risk scraping up the paint on a forest trail. On the tech side, the interior is awash in screens, including one for the front seat passenger and a choice of super powerful Macintosh audio systems. If you dig the basic Grand Wagoneer package but don't want or need all the high-end appointments, know that the standard Jeep Wagoneer is essentially the same vehicle stripped of some luxuries at a much lower starting price. The price of the 2025 Jeep Grand Wagoneer starts at $71,945 and goes up to $111,540, depending on the trim and options. Coming on to the 8th place is the 2025 Honda Pilot. If a roomy cabin, a comfortable ride, and family-friendly features are at the top of your wish list for your next midsize, 3-row family SUV, the 2025 Honda Pilot delivers just that, and even a little more. A refined 285 horsepower V6 and 10-speed automatic transmission serve dutifully. Honda offers the Pilot with either front or all-wheel drive. Those into camping, overlanding, and off-roading will find the rugged Trail Sport trim the best option, as it comes with an extra inch of ground clearance, skid plates, and all-terrain tires. Honda equips all but the base Sport model with a 9.0-inch touchscreen infotainment system with all the expected connectivity features. In terms of style, the Honda does look a bit mid-next to rivals. UT with the Pilot gives up and looks it makes up for with a generous cargo area and a straightforward interior that's easy to live with. Still, as capable as the Pilot is, it competes in the largest and most competitive segment, mid-size crossovers and SUVs, against such superstar family haulers. The price of the 2025 Honda Pilot starts at $41,295 and goes up to $55,675, depending on the trim and options. Next up on the 7th place is the 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe and Suburban. The 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe full-size SUV is a truck-based behemoth with plenty of room for hauling people and cargo, and plenty of towing capacity as well. The Tahoe's stout truck-based frame and muscular engines, a choice of 2 V8s and a diesel inline-6, make it a prime tow vehicle. There's a Z71 model that's well-equipped to tackle off-road trails as well. Inside, the Tahoe's 3 rows can seat up to 9, and the interior can be ordered relatively Spartan or nearly lavish. None of its trims, though, are quite as fancy as those in its mechanical siblings, the GMC Yukon Denali or the ritzy Cadillac Escalade. A large infotainment display dominates the dashboard and is angled slightly toward the driver. Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto are both included. And if the Tahoe isn't large enough for you, its long-wheelbase sister ship, the Suburban, is ready and waiting to haul more of everything. Chevrolet's Size XXL Suburban SUV has been hauling people and cargo all over America since 1935. Aside from its grown-up station wagon proportions and truck-based chassis, the tech-laden and luxed-up 2025 edition has little in common with the crude carry-all models that originated the nameplate. Today's Suburban has room for up to 9 in its 3 rows of seats, an infotainment system with an internet connection, a robust maximum towing capacity, a refined on-road demeanor, and an abundance of luxury features. While it shares its platform with the shorter Tahoe SUV, the Suburban's longer wheelbase creates more space for people and cargo inside. 2 different gasoline-fired V8 engines are offered, as is a diesel inline-6, all mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. The price of the 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe starts at $60,495 and goes up to $80,195, depending on the trim and options. The price of the 2025 Chevrolet Suburban starts at $63,495 and goes up to $83,195, depending on the trim and options. Taking the 6th place is the 2025 GMC Yukon. The GMC Yukon and its long wheelbase sibling, the Yukon XL, share a not very well-kept secret. Despite their upmarket positioning and individual styling touches, they are based on the same blueprint as the Chevrolet Tahoe and Suburban. That's a good thing, as GM's full-size SUVs share a choice of 2 tried-and-true V8s, as well as an efficient and torque-rich diesel engine rated for up to 27 miles per gallon highway. The Yukon and Company have an independent rear suspension that goes a long way towards improving their ride and handling compared with the previous generation's solid rear axle. Inside, there are 3 rows of seating for up to 8 passengers and oodles of space for cargo and lifestyle accoutrement. You can outfit the Yukon as basic or as luxe as you like, including the well-appointed Denali and Denali Ultimate trims. Even so, there's enough wiggle room between the Yukon and the Cadillac Escalade, which also shares the bulk of its underpinnings with the GMC and Chevy models, in terms of pampering, extroverted style, and available tech to justify the price gap between it and the Big Caddy. The price of the 2025 GMC Yukon and Yukon XL starts at $68,895 and goes up to $103,295 depending on the trim and options. Coming on the 5th spot is the 2025 Cadillac Escalade. The Escalade, Cadillac's large and in-charge luxury flagship, is a bold, tech-laden, 3-row take on the full-size SUV formula. For 2025, it receives stylistic updates intended to align its design with the brand's EV lineup. The regular Escalade's main mission remains transporting up to 8 people in modern luxury, despite its traditional body-on-frame architecture being adapted from the Chevrolet Tahoe and Suburban. The Cadillac Escalade is also in league with formidable competitors such as the Lincoln Navigator, the Jeep Grand Wagoneer, and the Lexus LX600. Those all share the Caddy's blend of amenities, price, and size. While heavy, it provides confident handling and a plush ride that appropriately coddles passengers. The dash-spanning curved OLED display is also back, but now it stretches across the entire dash. Buyers who need more cargo room behind the 3rd row can go along with the extended wheelbase ESV model. A 420 horsepower 6.2-liter V8 is standard, but drivers who never recovered from selling their Camaro ZL1 can opt for the Escalade V and rejoice in the growl and thrust of its 682 horsepower supercharged V8. The price of the 2025 Cadillac Escalade and Escalade ESV starts at $89,590 and goes up to $161,990, depending on the trim and options. Following up on the fourth place is the 2025 Mazda CX-90. The Mazda CX-90 replaced the CX-9 last year, and with the changeover, the brand moved its mid-size three-row SUV significantly upscale. The CX-90's premium brand ambitions may be an extension of a theme begun with the compact CX-50, but the SUV's new architecture and inline six-cylinder powertrains represent a break from previous Mazdas. The new platform emulates the layout of BMWs and Land Rovers and affords the CX-90 its handsome profile with a long hood and set-back passenger cabin. The engine is offered in standard turbocharged 3.3-liter form, making either 280 or 340 horsepower, or as a plug-in hybrid. Buyers who are seeking an SUV in this size class, but who don't need to carry more than 5, might check out the almost identical CX-70, which features this same design and package only without the third-row seats. The price of the 2025 Mazda CX-90 starts at $39,300 and goes up to $57,905, depending on the trim and options. Next up on the third place is the 2025 Hyundai Palisade. It's difficult to find glaring faults in the 2025 Hyundai Palisade, a practical yet sophisticated midsize SUV that's been a favorite of ours since its debut. Power comes courtesy of a 3.8-liter V6 engine that mates to an 8-speed automatic. Front-wheel drive comes standard, but all-wheel drive is available. A spacious and well-designed interior provides room for up to 8, and the ride is comfortable. Neither overtly sporty nor wildly capable off-road, the Palisade's forte is effortlessly blending a good amount of standard tech and safety features and numerous connectivity and charging options to keep passengers comfortable and entertained. Buyers looking for more luxury can indulge in available quilted leather upholstery, captain's chairs, and premium audio. The price of the 2025 Hyundai Palisade starts at $38,215 and goes up to $55,515, depending on the trim and options. Taking the second place is the 2025 Toyota Grand Highlander. Toyota's three-row Highlander counts fuel efficiency and the brand's reputation for reliability as its chief advantages. But when compared to other mid-size SUVs, it comes up short in one of the most critical metrics: interior space. To counter that drawback, there's the Grand Highlander, a separate model that shares half of its name, but little else with the so-called standard model. Larger in every dimension, it measures 4 inches longer than the standard Highlander, increasing cargo and passenger space far more than that small stretch suggests, especially for the third row of seats, which can comfortably accommodate adults. A turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder and 8-speed automatic driving the front wheels is standard, with all-wheel drive optional. There's also a Grand Highlander hybrid on offer. We review that model separately. Thanks to a commodious, handsome cabin, a compelling list of standard equipment and safety tech, and solid road manners, the Grand Highlander is one of the most compelling mid-size crossovers in a segment deep with talented competitors. The price of the 2025 Toyota Grand Highlander starts at $42,310 and goes up to $55,495, depending on the trim and options. And finally, taking the first spot is the 2025 Kia Telluride. Vehicles such as the 2025 Kia Telluride make car shopping easy. Among three-row mid-size SUVs, it has reigned supreme since its debut in 2020. That's a rare feat, especially in the face of newer challengers. Not only does it meet expectations for passenger space, it exceeds them by providing adult-friendly seating in all 3 rows. It also over-delivers on interior refinement, with its materials and design rivaling some entry-level luxury SUVs. Want to take the family on an adventure? The X-Pro models can tackle moderate off-road terrain. Need to tow a trailer? It can pull up to 5,500 pounds. On top of it all, the Telluride is quiet, comfortable, and easy to drive, earning it regular praise from our editors. The price of the 2025 Kia Telluride starts at $37,585 and goes up to $54,780 depending on the trim and options. And there you have it, the 12 best 8-seater SUVs for 2025. Whether you're after luxury, off-road capability, fuel efficiency, or serious towing power, there's an SUV on this list that's perfect for you. Each of these vehicles brings something unique to the table, so the choice comes down to your needs and lifestyle. Which one would you pick? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to MotorNation to stay updated with the latest in the automotive world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.